so we called you in. The first question that we had was, why do people produce kids? And the second one, which seems to be very funnily related to, is what is love? So my question to you is, what is the relation between love and kids?
Kids are born out of love.
See? What's your name? Yes. Tell me, what is the relation between love and kids?
Sir, I didn't find any relation.
You didn't find any relation? But the whole world finds a relation, yeah? The entire world finds a relation. बच्चा प्यार की निशानी तो होता है, और क्या होता है? हाँ? जैसे खिड़की होता है, और क्या होता है? बोलो बोलो. What is the relation between love and kids? First of all, get this out of your mind that there is a relation. You know, it's very easy to theoretically put this, that there is no relation. But when you look at the relationship people have with their parents, then you will realize that most of us actually think that there is a relation between love and procreation, love and reproduction. There is no relation at all, please. Love is an having kids, procreating is an entirely physical thing. Entirely physical thing, huh? We have spoken about that a lot already. And love is a different matter altogether. They are as different as chalk and cheese. They are as different as brain and intelligence. We said it is the insecurity of the brain which produces the urge to procreate. Love is not an urge of the brain. Now what is love? Love is not an urge of the brain. Love is not your physical conditioning. Then what is love? Alright, write down, so that we have something to start with. Love is my own state of mind. Love is my own state of mind, in which I am very joyful. Love is my own state of mind, in which I am very joyful. This joy has a nature of overflowing. Statement 1, love is my own state of mind in which I am very joyful. Statement 2, this joy has a nature of overflowing. Its nature is to radiate, just as when the sun is bright, the radiation reaches others as well. So this love has the nature of overflowing. Overflowing means reaching to others. Third, in all my relationships, this joy reaches to others. This joy reaches to others. This is called love. This is called love. I am able to give joy to others. This is love. So love is the giving of joy. And when can I give joy? Only when my own mind is joyful. Now you know what is love? When the sun radiates brightness, does it say that my photons will reach only such and such person or such and such place? Or does it radiate universally? when the sun radiates brightness, is it selective in giving brightness or does it give to all? Hence we have written that it shows in all my relationships. Have we written that? In all. That all is very important. Underline that. All. That all means the usage of the word all implies that love cannot be object specific, just as the brightness of the sun is not object specific. What does object specific mean? That it is reserved for one person. मेरा प्यार सिर्फ तेरे लिए है. This love will show up in all my relationships, and all my relationships means it will show up in the way I relate to my gadgets, it will show up in the way I relate to my pen, it will show up in the way I relate to my books, it will show up in the way I relate to my pet dog, it will show up in the way I relate to my friends, family, society, including my girlfriend, my lover, everybody.
So you mean there is no relationship between love and guilt?
Well, obviously not. You see, the way we know reproduction, we know it to be an entirely physical thing. At the most, it becomes a thing of thought and emotion for us. But it never, rarely does it become an act of love, real love.
No, not real love, but it is an act of love.
If love is this, then it is not an act of love. But if love is that emotional drama, then kids are coming out of that love. But if love is this, it depends on how you want to define love. If love is all that, possessiveness, right? And Valentine's Day, and gifts, and kuchiku,
Sir,
and
but-
late night messages.
Sir, but a person becomes possessive only when he loves something.
Oh no, please. Good that it came up. Nikhil says a person becomes possessive only when he loves somebody. I am extremely possessive about this. Do I love it?
You love your phone. If I break it, you know.
Why am I possessive about this? Because so much of my work gets done through this. The day I get a better gadget, would I still be possessive about it? The day it breaks down, would I still be possessive about it? And in fact, possessiveness means that if I am possessive about a person, I will never want to let him go. I am dependent upon him. Even if he wants to go, I won't let him go. So my will, my desire will always be more important to me than his desire. Possessiveness is cruelty. Possessiveness is dependency. How can possessiveness be love?
You mean possessiveness is wrong?
I do not mean to say right or wrong. All I am saying is it's cruel and inhuman. Now you decide whether being cruel is right or wrong. If I am possessive of a loved one and the loved one wants to go in his particular direction, would I allow him to? Now whose interest am I seeking? Mine or his? Mine. This is selfish, self-centered, egoistic behavior of the worst kind. That's what possessiveness is. And a really independent man can never be possessive. You become possessive only when you are dependent upon somebody, because that somebody fulfills some of your needs. You become possessive, please understand. Only a slave wants to possess. It's so ironical. The really free man does not want to possess. Why do I want to possess? Because my needs are being met through this gadget or through a person. So I want to possess it. So I want to possess it. Yes? No?
Yeah.
Are we one on this? Not quite. Sir, I am so possessive about my girlfriend. How can we be one on this?